This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. First and foremost, let's give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teaching us the truth according to the Bible and rule well. Another shalom, all the sincere Akim, and so at the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity. And another shalom, all you sincere followers, believers of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, not just hearers of the word, but doers as well, you men, women, and children, hopeful elect, shalom. And this is the book of Baruch. This is true up until this very day. As you see here, it says hundreds of Mexican, Honduran, and Guatemalan migrant workers were found in slavery ring in Georgia. Indictment says, and this is an article from December 13th, 2021, 3:43 p.m. And I seen this article earlier, and I just, looked at it and just skipped over it. But, the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, as he always does, he puts the spirit on his men to bring out certain things. And this is something that he wanted to bring out. So I'm going to speak on it. All right. And the precept I brought out was Baruch, the 3rd chapter, which says that we are yet this day in our captivity, which represents slavery. All right. And these, Mexican and Honduran and Guatemalan, all these are reproaches and curses and bywords, all right, that was put upon us as a people. All right, we are the children of Israel, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. And here you got two of our brothers, all right, the so-called Mexicans, all right, which is the tribe of Issachar, and the Hondurans and the Guatemalans, the Zebulonites, man, Zebulon, all right. And this just further shows you who the children of Israel really are, man. All right, it wasn't just the so-called blacks, the so-called Negroes, all right, that served slavery here, all right, and throughout the four corners of the earth, but also the Latin tribes, all right, what you would call the Indian tribes, man. All right, so I'm gonna read Baruch 3 and 8 again, then we'll get into the article. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. Us is the 12 tribes. Go read Deuteronomy 28th chapter. The Lord said what would happen if we kept his commandments, and what would happen if we did not keep his commandments. All right, it says, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. Right, we all have bills. All right, if we don't pay our bills, what? We're out on the streets. We can't eat. We can't support our families. All right, it says, according to all the iniquities, the transgressions, the sin upon sin that we have racked up, man. All right, of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. See, and we have departed from our power, but in these latter days, the elect of the nation of Israel is going to come out of this world mentally and spiritually and serve Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly and willingly calls God and Jesus Christ the correct way, and will reach salvation. All right, so it reads, slavery is not a relic of the past. It is still happening with shocking frequency in countries all over the world, but you could be forgiven for assuming that slavery had long been eradicated from here in the United States. After all, the U.S. is home of the free, right? And this is not the home of the free. Why you think you have Social Security cards, right? Birth certificates, all these are papers on you, right? Because according to the Emancipation Proclamation, all right, we were not free. We were just transferred, all right. We're property being transferred from one private ownership into the government, all right. And of course of the scriptures. All right, we are not free until this very day. It says, sadly, there are criminal gangs who continue to exploit the most vulnerable amongst us as a recent bust by immigration on agents in Georgia. Undercover authorities there say that criminal organizations have enslaved at least 100 migrant workers, forcing them to live and work in squalid conditions. All right, squalid. See what that word means. Dirty and proper, right? Because that's how, slaves live. They don't live the best life, right? And us Israelites, we don't live the best life. We live in the ghettos, the barrios, the revs, all right? We live in the worst of the worst conditions, which further lets you know we're still in captivity, man. All right? So it says, under the false pretense that they've been given visas to stay in the U.S., it says 24 people in Georgia were indicted for allegedly smuggling 100 migrants from Mexico and Central America, forcing them to work at gunpoint, all right, against their will. Victims were forced to dig for onions by hand with little food, and reports of rape. At least 2 died. Suspects made $200 million in the scheme, right? And who was at the head of this, man? Best believe it was Edom. Best believe it was Edom, man, because the scriptures tell you. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept. Wow, turned right to it. Yeah, that's a spirit, man. It turned right to it. The YAHAWASHI. That's crazy. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 17. See where I'm gonna start. Yep. It says, verse 17, Sirach 12 and 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. Who? The devil, Esau, the so-called white man, woman, and child. All right, they are the devil. Read Malachi 1 and 4. All right, they are the wicked according to the Bible. They're that great deceiver, that race of people. All right. It says, Sirach 12 and 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yeah, I'm going to give you some jobs. We're going to bring you over, pay your top dollar. All right, it says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee. All right. He's going to find somehow, some way to get over on you, man. And that's been the MO of this devil, man, since day one. Right? Since day one. And yet our people are still trusting and believing in this devil, man. All right? This man cannot be trusted. But hey, that's what we get, right? We went off. Right? This is Psalms 109 and 26. And this is what we need, man. This is what we need in these last days, man. I'm telling you. Because the scriptures say, the Lord shortened the days. If not, no flesh will be saved. Psalms 109 and 26. Help me, O Lord, my power. O save me according to thy mercy. Right? Because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to show us mercy. Not this devil. Right? Not sleazy. He's not going to show us any mercy. Remember, the tender mercies of the wicked is cruel. Right? And when you go into the word cruel, it means bloodthirsty, savage-like. And that's what this devil is like, man. That's what Edom is like. So, let's see here. I'm going to grab one more. I'm going to see what's what I'm looking for. Let me see here. This might not be it. Take a quick look. Yeah. This is Tobit chapter 3. And I started... 4, it says, for they obeyed not thy commandments, wherefore thou hast delivered us for a spoil, and unto captivity, and unto death, and for a proverb and a reproach to all nations, amongst whom we are dispersed. And that not only happened to the so-called Negroes. It's happened to all 12 tribes, man. And it's still happening up until this very day. All right. It says verse 5, and now thy judgments are many and true. Deal with me according to my sins and my fathers, because we have not kept thy commandments, neither have we walked in truth before thee. You see? We have not walked in the truth of YAHAWASHI. That's why you see articles like this still going on. Things like this still happening amongst our people. All right? But now that we have the names, now that we have this truth back, now it's time to repent. Now it's time to show YAHAWASHI, all right, that we want out of this captivity. We want to be delivered. All right, we want to be saved. All right. And it starts by taking heed to the words of YAHAWASHI, being remorseful for your wrongful thoughts, sayings, and doings. All right, we're going to close out on one of my favorites. This is Sirach chapter 17. Hold on. Before I get that. Let's see here. I'm looking for a precept. This is not Sirach. 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14. It says, if my people, that word my is possessive, talking about the Israelites, which are called by my name, Yasha, all right? That's what we are. We're Yasha, Prince of the Power, all right? Shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wickedness, from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. All right, so the Lord's going to have mercy on us, but it starts with what? Seeking his face. All right, and you seek the face of the God of the Bible through his prophets. All right, who's giving you the 100% truth according to the Bible. All right, which are the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. On down. All right. Simple as that, man. You know, you serious about getting up out of this captivity, right? And you want righteousness to rule. You want to be delivered. All right. Hey, it starts with seeking the Lord, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till next time I say shalom.